Getting an electric vehicle just got easier, and for a lot of people, cheaper. Back in my day, when I got my Model 3, we had this thing called the Federal EV Tax Credit, where if your tax liability is $7,500 or less, then you could owe nothing to the IRS that tax year. This was typically claimed the following year after you buy your new car, when you file your taxes and you have to fill out this form called a Form 8936. This was a credit to your tax bill, so if you owed $100 on your taxes, you got $100 out of that $7,500, and the rest expires. You don't get cash from it, you can't carry it over the next year, it's just gone. Also, if you didn't need to pay your taxes that year, then it was basically useless, because 0 out of 7,500 is still 0. Just making sure you know, because I knew some dummy that didn't need to pay his taxes the year he got his Model 3. Anyways, what's cool about this new tax rule compared to the other one is you don't need to wait to redeem your credits, and no matter how much you owe in your taxes, you get $7,500 off your car. Yeah, seriously. You can now get a Chevy Bolt cheaper than a Toyota Corolla, and you don't need to pay it back unless you lie to the IRS. Then they give you a slap on your hand and tell you to reimburse them once tax season comes around. You can also still claim the tax credit as a credit for your upcoming tax filing instead of having the credit transferred at the point of sale, but you can have both. You just have the option between keeping or transferring the tax credits. This is huge for people trying to buy a clean vehicle. But let me tell you some details of this new rule. So, who qualifies? Well, if you're married and filing jointly, your modified adjusted gross income, or AGI, can't be over $300,000, $225,000 for head of households, and $150,000 for any other persons. Also, you can't buy it just to resell it. You have to buy it for your own use and use it primarily in the United States. To participate with the point of sale rule, dealers must register with Energy Credits Online. This is why some people haven't seen the point of sale credit shown on their dealerships, because they either haven't registered or don't qualify. There is also a limited amount of vehicles that qualify for the tax credits as of January 2024. These are the vehicles that qualify. It's much less than the previous years because they implemented stricter qualifications, but still a very nice selection. So let's use the Tesla Model Y as an example. I spoke with the Tesla sales guy about this new rule, and if it's legit, and he said yep, it shows up in the pre-delivery checklist. You go on Tesla.com, click and configure your Model Y, choose your add-ons, and at the bottom you should see a checkmark that says your configuration qualifies for the $7,500 tax credit. Sometimes it pops up, sometimes it doesn't. When I tried, it popped up after I refreshed and waited a bit. After that, you could check out in detail the taxes and fees, and when you're ready, you give your $250 non-refundable order fee. Once that's all done, you'll have this pre-delivery checklist, and there will be a column for incentives, which is where you see if you qualify. If you do, congrats! You get $7,500 off your vehicle on delivery. Other dealerships may be different, so make sure to check that the vehicle and dealership are eligible and registered. This also works for used vehicles, but the credits would be 30% of the price of the used car, up to $4,000. The used vehicle must be at least 2 years old, must be the first transfer since August 16, 2022, and must have a price tag of $25,000 or less. So, to sum this up, starting January 2024, if you're looking to buy an electric vehicle, plug-in hybrid, or other eligible vehicles, then you have the option to keep your $7,500 tax credits or transfer them to a registered dealer who will give you $7,500 off the price of the vehicle at the point of sale. This works with used cars as well, but only up to 30% worth of the car's value, up to 4,000%. You don't need to wait months or over a year to benefit from these tax credits anymore, and you don't need to have $75,000 worth of tax liability to qualify for the whole thing if you're transferring the credits. Thanks for watching FinnyBits. See you in the next video.